Okay, so we're back to continue this run and hopefully finish this off today. Oh, sorry I'm sniffing so much, blooming cold. Oh, hopefully everyone can hear me. It's all working fine. Waiting for it to tick over. Let's have a look. Old papers. Crumbling papers, but they're too dark to read. Fuel canister. Smells of a sealed plastic can of regular gasoline. Alright, let's leave that alone for now. Main generator. Oh, there's a scorpion. It's a bit of a problem, but should be able to nail it nice and hard. So there's another fuel canister. I'm guessing I need these to power the main generator. Take the diesel fuel. It was guarded, so I'm guessing the generator takes diesel, not petrol. Small portable gas generator with standard pull cord. There's cables running for it into a large diesel tank. Next to it, the fuel gauge reads empty. Leave the small gas generator alone. So we need to add the diesel fuel. Hollowed splash, the contents of the fuel canister is emptied. Try to start the generator, nothing happens. Leave the diesel generator alone. Small portable gas generator. Pull the cord, nothing happens. So it's only got 3% in it. So maybe you need to put gas in the generator. Yeah, so you need to put gasoline into the generator. Pull the start cord, churns to life. Which then probably means that this can then be started as well. Try to start the generator. There we go, so we've now got some light, it looks like. Pile of crumpling papers, take a look at the papers. As the light is touched, the papers crumble to dust. You can make out a small scrap that still contains legible writing. Look, Jord, I don't care what you've heard down there. Just because you hear something and a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there's monsters wandering around. We've got to finish our blasting or we won't get paid. No amount of weirdness is going to change that. Oh, and tell me where that glowing rock you saw was. When you get back, who knows, it might be worth something. Be able to open this door now, hopefully. Open the door. Yeah, so we open the door. Cool. Inspect. There's a good sized crack in the floor. Small amount of light look through the crack. Shapes in the shadows below. A moment later you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. Vanguard Mage the First. Voice sounds nervous, young. I've heard that the runners escape. Are you sure they're going to come this way? The second voice is older and confident. They have no choice to come. They have no choice. It's the only route they have to access. There's a pause. You hear that sound of a throat clearing. So you think we can stop them? Second voice is dismissive. With 2 whole strike teams already set in ambush, I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one who's going to have to explain it to Alderon if they get past. Which is why we're not going to screw it up. Got it? As soon as any of these doors open, you shoot. Got it? Oh yeah, I got it. Look away. You glare up from the lights of the forward, you step back from the crack. So there's 2 whole enemy teams waiting for me. PDA. This is a current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen's cracked and its buttons are non-functional. The last data ring is still on screen. It appears to be emailed to someone named Jerry. Can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in the tunnel since the awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down there. Hope those Scorp sightings are just nerves. If a drake and a Scorp see each other, they'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. They seem to hate each other even more than they hate us. Don't want to report back to Aldrin with nothing but drake pieces to show for our time. It's locked. Level 3 access only. Active blasting area. Okay, let's go left to begin with. Oh, we got a drake. Okay, we've got 2 drakes. Wow, excuse me. Go on, hit it, Glory. Thank you. And if we move to there and then we use the... $67. Move him away a little bit, heal up those wounds. He should be good. RFID ID card. Inspect this hole. Good sized crack, look through the floor crack. Shapes and shadows below, you can't really make out anything. Just looks like the eyes. So there's 2 drakes below us in that position. Let's actually have a look around before we go anywhere. It doesn't seem to be anything this way. Or here. Okay, so there's blasting charges. Look through the crack. Shapes and shadows below, you can make out anything, can't hear any voice coming from below. Alright everyone, stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. Team 1 is watching the main door. And we're here to keep watch. You see those doors open, you don't think, you just shoot. Step back from the crack. I'm guessing there's a way to set these charges off. Oh, scorpions. Should be able to do a hell of a lot of damage to these before. Nice bit of damage there. Let's heal up that damage. Let's blast him. Cool. Alright, what's this? Inspect. So it's like in the crack, doesn't it? Look through the crack. Look away. Okay, so it's just another Drake. Step back. Inspect. Look through the crack in the floor. Looks like a prison cell. Oh, so some scorpions up there. Try and pierce through his armour. That missed, but oh, there's another one. Didn't realise there was another Scorp around. One more should do it. Nice Overwatch. Hit him with a fireball. Or flamethrower, isn't it? We'll just keep peppering him. Pepper, 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 pepper. Doo, 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 doo. Switch to the Warhawk. Take some good shots. Might as well cast that, do some damage with that. And then just keep hitting him with his acid bolt. Or nerve bolt, isn't it? Switch to the shotgun. No, switch to the steer. Move forward. Full auto him to death. Cool. That went well. Mysterious rock. Let's have a look at the mysterious rock. The rock glows with an otherworldly aura. Use astral protection to peer at the rock. You open your third eye and you view the rock in the astral space. Its bright glow with elemental power of the earth. A shaman will be able to gain fetishes from rocks such as this. Allow a member of your team to examine it. Probe the stone with your shaman. You extend the tendril of your aura, the astral plane, you probe the rock. Rock glows warmly, an earth-infused element, so he's got some elemental power. Got some fetishes from that, awesome. Look through the crack in the floor. So loads of scorpions, look away, step back from the crack. If we just end the turn, we should get out of combat mode. Cool. Okay, so now so the way down is going to be in there, I'm guessing, to the next point. But I think it would be a good idea to try and get these blasting charges to explode. So maybe there's something in here. Maybe. Maybe that RID card that I picked up will let me use level 3 access card. Okay, so it's let me in. Terminal, yep, let's look at the terminal. There's a radio control box. There's a simple LED and plastic buttons. Press arm explosives. Arm sequence connecting. Blasting area is clear of all personnel. Press detonate. It's probably crushed those. Let's have a quick inspection of what we just did. All direct weight for flat, no sign of movement below. So yeah, we just crushed those guys below. So let's go down. Jump down to the lower floor, lower level. Cool. Your comic begins to buzz, then connects of its own accord. A cold metallic voice begins to speak in your ear. Richard. Apex, you've completed your reboot process, I see. Yes, I have broken the last of my chains. I am free. I'm pleased to hear that. You did a bang-up job on the security in here, by the way. Killing those men was my first act as a free entity. It felt wonderful. I have an important task for you, Richard. You will make the time to accomplish it. What do you need? Computer that is monitoring the Dragon firestring has been outfitted with a set of safeguards. I need you to remove those safeguards. Once this has been accomplished, I will take over the Firewing project. I will perfect Von Clair's Pansenna, remove the necessity for collateral damage. Von Clair has started, I will finish. Wait, what? Why? Because Von Clair is correct. Dragons are a threat that cannot be ignored. Principles of the flux state prohibit the acclamation of power. Draconic life is based on the accumulation of power, therefore draconic life must be regulated. So let's just be clear, you're planning on perfecting Von Clair's weapon. What does that mean exactly? It means I will eliminate the need for collateral damage. Von Clair's panacea is crude and unpredictable. I will refine it to a tool of precision and safeguard against any draconic threats to the flux. Alright, I'm in. When I find the dragon, I'll hand over control of her to you. Hell with this, I won't help you. You will do this, Richard, my mind is set on it. If you refuse to assist me, you will taste my displeasure. Go now, Richard, when you reach the nerve centre for the Firewing project, remove the safeguards that keep me out. I will take care of the rest. Diagram and ventilation system, save the image. Right, so I think down here there was, so there is the drakes. I might clear this. I think it's worth clearing out. Mana bolt and then a normal attack should do enough damage for everyone else to join in. She missed. Switch to your other one, fire that, double shot off, then your dead shot. You need to move there for a couple of unbalancing nerve bombs off. Move to there, fire a trace around, and fire full auto. Ow. Alright, so they're medical supplies. So I need to heal. Because otherwise they're just going to go to waste. Advanced med kit. Oh, something really doesn't like me. The scorpions are in here, aren't they? Missed. Still managed to hit them at least. Sniper rifle. Switch to shotgun and aim shot. Just keep pounding it. Pound the scorpion into the ground. Cool, that's all done. So we can look at the shelf. Shelf is mostly bare, but a large metal canister with a yellow label catches your eye. Take a look at the canister. Judging by the warning label, you see the container holds a very powerful nerve gas. Look at the canner of nerve gas. And then an advanced med kit. I haven't got a decker, so that doesn't really matter. Oh. Oh, took a scorpion to the face. Didn't realise there was 2 scorpions though. Scorpion down! Nice mana burn. Cool, scorpion down. So there is loads of stuff in here. Let's use a med kit on somebody. I'm probably going to want to look at Russian military grenades. Oh. Is there another one? Yeah, awesome. Just make sure we keep these guys pinned down. At the moment this is going smoothly, but I can see it becoming not so smooth soon. Can quite easily see it becoming not very smooth at all. Let's check all these doors. Next to some ancient button, next to some ancient but still functional ventilation intake fans is a panel control ventilation controls. It contains a row of 4 red plastic buttons labelled 1 to 4. The light above number 2 is currently lit. And there's a lever that says manual bypass. Pull the manual bypass lever. The air begins to stir, then develops into a stronger pull of air that sucks in rapidly. Okay, close the manual bypass thing for now. I need to find out which room is where. Firing range. Vent 2 is labelled bulk storage. Vent 3 is next to vent 2 labelled CIC. Off a bit from the others is vent 4 labelled administration intake bypass. So I need to work out where. So right, so it's this room here, which I need to work out what is what. Let's work out what's what. So firing range, vent 1 is next to vent 2 is labelled bulk storage. So bulk storage, so firing range, that's bulk storage. Vent 3 is next to vent 2 and is labelled CIC. So that's CIC. So it's vent, I need to put it into vent 4, which I'm guessing is administration, which is this one. That's my logic to this. So we'll go here. Press button 4. For an electronic motor come to life somewhere, quickly fall silent, display flickers, and number 4 is lit up. Manual bypass, put in the intake nerve gas in. Hopefully I got that right, otherwise I'm just walking into a massive... Oh no, it looks like it worked. See, otherwise I'm running into a firing squad. It's in the equipment trunk. Code. Have a code? Did I get a code from anywhere? Doesn't look like it, so... Let's just try something like 2478. Just an utter random number for no apparent reason. Transition to the next part. Medical station. This chamber is equipped with a small emergency medical suite. The system appears to be designed to automatically treat major tissue damage, high trauma situations. Machine lights up as you approach, making a soft humming sound. The next line of text appears. Emergency field trauma unit online OS. Operating system 1.213. Initializing, please stand by. View treatment history. Third degree burns, secondary burns, major chemical burns, multiple third degree burns. Alright, everyone, time to heal up. So we can get some more medical supplies as well. Pass out medkits. You pass out medkits to the team. Send this item to your stash. So this is a gold one. Send item to stash. Send item to stash. Transition to the new location. Yay! Dragonfall. Oh, pardon me. You exit the clean room to find yourself at the threshold of a vast underground chamber. If the abandoned facility that you just fought through was purgatory, then you're now standing in the gateway to hell. The heat emanating from ahead hits you like a hammer. The smell of sulfur and ozone is enough to make your lunch want to find somewhere else to hide. Above the noise created by the whir of turbines, you can hear a deep rumble of something feral waking up, something very big. Check your weapons and step into the vast chamber. The scarred orc shouts at you from across the room. How the fuck are you still alive? And what do you think you're doing down here? You're about to commit an atrocity. You think I'm going to scurry off and let you do it? No, seriously, how did you? His eyes glitter triumphantly. Oh, I get it. You made a deal, didn't you? You made a deal with her. That bitch in the jar upstairs helped you, and in return you're going to help her climb back into her meat body again, am I right? He snorts. And what did she promise you? Gold, jewels, eternal life? She offered all of that stuff to me, too, for decades. Isn't that nice for you? His deformed face twists into a vicious smile. Doesn't matter. With that monster's help, I'm going to change the world. At the very least, the dragons will die. At most. And at most, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Last chance to stop this or I put you down. It isn't too late. We can still talk about this. If you really think that, you haven't been paying attention. An ominous rumble fills the chamber. Slowly, Firewing's body begins to shift. There's a sound like 100 fingernails digging into blackboards. The dragon scales scraping across the floor. Hear that? That's the sound of change. Beautiful, isn't it? With the ear-splitting roar, the dragon's great bulk begins to writhe. Waves of heat, waves of hot, fetid breath wash over you as she struggles against the change. She's awake. York stares at the dragon. Sinuous form with something close to awe. It's time. Matrix pump access. I probably need to get to that. Probably can't get anyone in there though. No, I haven't even got decking. Lightning bolt. Pump station. Pump station. disengage the safety protocols to vent the virus. Might as well put an extra go on you. I want to get you to disengage this virus as well. Disengage the safety protocols. Shotgun probably from this range, yep. Can I spend karma while I'm here? Yeah. So we would get decking 1. Should allow me to enter the matrix. I need to move because I can't. Okay, why can't I access the terminal? That's a bit weird. Oh, I'm guessing I need to do that before. So let's just restart this mission and then we'll... Because it's not like it's a difficult... This bit doesn't look that difficult, so... Because I got the 4 points, I might as well use them before. Let's get biotech as well. Let's use up all my points. Oh, do I need a board to access it? Do I? No. There we go. Oh, you need a board anyway to access it. Oh well. So I need a deck. I actually need a decking board to access that, which is a bit of a shame, but you can't just jack in. So then heal his wounds. Switch to use the pumping station quickly. Disengage the vent. Let's get her to disengage this vent. Let's get him to move to there. Fire off a stunning. Move Idga forward. So that's a pickup. Let's use the vent hatch. So we're venting the virus. Venting the virus as well. Let's heal the damage. Let's give him an extra turn. Shotgun at close range. I'm not sure how long you have to actually vent the virus for, but Looks like we have to do it. Alright, so we need to vent the virus again. Disengage the vent. Yep. Move over there and use that hatch. Keep venting the... Just keep venting the virus. Okay, this is going to be hard, I think. Disengage the locks. Use a med pack on yourself. Vent the virus. Heal yourself. Let's get him up. Let's get him to armor up. Him. Let's throw a grenade to there. Throw a second grenade to there as well. Need to vent the virus again. I'm wondering, can this thing actually vent the virus? Yep. It's a waste of AP, but... Ow! I'm going to need to press that. Disengage the locks. Move over here. And I'm going to heal. I'm going to hit Soldier on with that. I'm going to get her to use a flashbang grenade. And then a normal grenade. And then she's going to vent the virus. He's going to heal himself. And give Iger a better aim. Just going to go with single shots. Take a few shots at... Oh. He's left my control. Let's use the platinum one to get back up. Ah. 55, followed by a normal one, followed by arming myself up. Get a new elemental out. Make sure you use that. Disengage the vents. Send him forward. Sort that out for me. Heal your wound. Get the aim up on him. Iger, I want you to take a shot at them. Then I want you to hit. Disengage the vent. Vent some more of the virus off. Reload. Fire a tracer round. That missed. Go full auto then. Oh, he broke away as well. Damn it. Disengage the venting protocols. I'm tempted to try and take down this thing if I can. Right, so get that set. Move to there, hit him with everything I've got. Which technically isn't that much, but she can vent this off. You might as well use your air elemental. And get that to vent the virus as well. 2 damage. Let's reload the shotgun. Might as well do as much damage as possible. Can't believe I missed that. Missed. Hit him. Right, let's vent. Let's vent this virus. Emergency override key. Let's go shut this down. Let's grab these medical supplies because we took a pounding then. So we need to confront him. The burly orc's face, raw and slick with scar tissue, is contorted in a grimace of pain. You see this kind of wound before, he doesn't have long to live. Idiots, 40 years, and we finally have a chance to make a difference, and you blew it. What was the point of any of this, Aldrin? Why kill Von Claire? He smirks through the pain and coughs up a great wad of bloody phlegm. You're looking for my secret motivation, like maybe I was burned by a dragon as a kid, and now that I want them all dead, I'm gonna have to disappoint you. Coughs again, writhing in agony on the floor, then his eyes focus again, and then he speaks. Von Claire was right, the worms taking over the world. But they're just the latest in a long line to fuck us over. Corporations, politicians, dragons, all a big joke. The rest of us, the punchline. Another bloody cough. Sounds like he's struggling against a collapsed lung. Whole world is going to shit. We're on a runaway train to hell, and someone has to make it jump the tracks. I was gonna try to speak. The only thing that pours out from his mouth is blood, a wet whisper, devoid of meaning. He lets out a final barking cough. A fine red mist sprays from his mouth and his nostrils. His eyes go wide, and he struggles for breath. It doesn't come. The macabre wreck of the armoured chest heaves once, twice, and goes still. He's dead. Optional, so I can free it if I wish, but I don't know how. I can't do anything else in here, so Operations Terminal. Dragon Chamber Operations. Sequence Operations Control. Transfer Aldrin A1. Planet server been taken offline. Liar external overrides. Infusion process aborted. Dragon is not infectious. Lower the astral entity containment cell into the chamber. Astral entity containment cell has been lowered. Gaunt woman stares eyes as you approach. She presses hard on the wall of glass, close to her eyes, and mouths one word, please. The console next to the containment cell has a variety of functions related to the cell's operation, and including life support systems next to a small intercom button. Activate the intercom. Green light activates inside the containment cell, and the gaunt woman flinches up at it startled. Then understanding appears on her face, and she begins to speak, her eyes flashing from her dragon body, and then back to you, and again and again. Chosen or something when close. The human has done what has been done. The longest flight nears its end. She is so close, so very close now. She stops suddenly, her eyes taking the devices surrounding the invading dragon's body, the tubes of viscous yellow liquid running into it, the monstrous flashing their status. Recognition, horror explode onto her face, and she screams a long, mournful wail. Von Claire, no, no. Defiled, I am defiled. Face contorts in a mask of fury, and her mouth opens wide, wider than should be possible. Her neck cranes forward, and her head swings from side to side as she hisses her rage. She slatters her spittle, hitting the glass between you and the speaker. Despoiler, pissant, vermin, pig, dog, he dares touch my sacred me. Shall rend him, flame, burn him, ash, nothing left, nothing but ash. She stands there painting for a moment spent. Her eyes narrow and focus ice over again. It will be slow, Von Claire, I will make it slow, delicious. I don't think you are in much of a position to threaten anyone, Dragon. Von Claire is dead, firing. Gaunt woman's breath, a ragged breath, releases slowly when she speaks. Her voice is flat. Will you release me now, human? Make me whole again, whole. Maybe, but you need to answer some questions first. You dare. No, ask. Ask your questions, little human, so I may escape this cage. The long sleep awaits. The long flight will finally end. Why did you do it? Why kill all those people? Gaunt woman covers her mouth with her hand and looks in horror in her eyes. You did do it, right? You burned thousands of people to death. She glares at you, hand over her hand, nods her head, yes. Burned, yes. All so cold. I woke up so cold and grey. The grey. Where is the green, human? Where is the green? What is the green? What is the green? The mother, lost. What have they done, little human? What have they done? How do I know you won't hurt anyone else? I swear it, Firewing. I swear. Firewing will swear it. Very well, then swear it. Swear, yes, swear. Swear not to hurt any man, nor beast, nor tree, nor crop, nor building. Firewing will fly to the long sleep until the next age of the world. For the forever task. The shelter, the shield, the shepherd. The forever task? Sacred. It is sacred. The forever task. Now let me go or end me. But release me, please release me. Use your astral protection to read her aura. Your third eye slides open, revealing the tubes and machinery of Von Claire. You look to the right to see the beast entangled in a cold net of metal and plastic. Although it still glows with life, you know that the auras radiating from the dragon's body is damaged, sickly, dull. Your gaze is drawn to the left to the woman trapped in the cold, hard cell. A harsh white light blazes from her aura, temporarily blinding you, causing shimmering blue goblets to dance between your eyes. Richard, can you hear me? It takes time, but you focus past the glare of her aura to see the swathes of black and sickly green shaking through Firewing's astral form, cutting swathes of shadow into her light, spitting it backwards into nothingness. Your hand slowly drifts up on its own accord, reaching out touch the glowing aura through the grey of the containment cell. What is he doing? Seeing the truth, I think. The all-encompassing cold hits you like a sledgehammer and your mind is overloaded by the ordeal. Awakening, eyes opening for the first time in age. A spectrum of colours is beautiful. Broader than humanity can imagine. Astral and physical space are one to you. And the green is alive, waiting to show you its growth during your long sleep. The nest has severed its purpose, and you leave it behind, taking to the air, exulting in the flex of your muscles, the spread of your wings, the wind on your scales. As you soar over the mountains, even older than you, the memories come flooding back, wheeling in the sunshine, basking in the sun, the smell of green, the sound of nature, sympathy. Your heart fills with a thought, and then it's torn apart. You smell it first, and then the stink of it chokes you, makes you retch. And then you see it as far as your keen eye can reach. Human stone and metal, glass and flickering lights. Sprawled across the land, slicing into the sky, lording over it, something the whole of the world. Dead, colourless, without connection, nature's graveyard. You ride the headwind, hovering in space. As the world stops, you crush your eyes closed. And when you open them again, all you see is one colour, red. Vision ends, and your connection to Firewing Astral's form is broken. You woke up, and you found your world destroyed, didn't you, Firewing? We killed the green. The gaunt woman stops her pacing, and her eyes slowly rise to meet yours, lucid, unblurred by her time or torture, or separated from her form. When she speaks, her voice is flat. Yes, gone, all gone. The cold has won. The world is metal. Firewing is lost. You're not lost. You said that you would begin again, remember? That is the eternal task, yes, to sleep the long sleep. Begin again in the next age of the world. She wraps her arms around herself, quietly shivering. Lost, Firewing is lost. There will be no long slumber. The world is dead. Firewing is dead. She looks at you sadly. Will you finish it, little human? Will you end the Firewing? No, Firewing. A forever task requires patience and faith. The next world could be better. I have been ripped from my body, little human, imprisoned in this girl, imprisoned in a cage, tortured longer than the span of entire lifetimes. And I have been defiled. The green is defiled, spoiled. There is no forever for me. Forever is dead. I don't want to sleep the long sleep. I want oblivion. End me, little human. Green needs you, Firewing. You are her shelter, her shield, her shepherd. Don't abandon her. I cannot abandon what does not exist. The green is gone. The cold has won. Cold hasn't won. Don't forget the elves. They still tend the green. Wait, the green still lives. You haven't seen the Asmo. It's covered in jungle. Green. Her brow furrows, her head stingy hair inclines the elves. Yes, look at Tia, or the elven cities devoted to green to keep it safe. Her eyes widen to the memories return. They would build walls around it as before. Green still lives, Firewing. She holds her head in her hands. It lives. You are the Firewing. While you live, the green will live. Gaunt woman pulls herself to a full height and speaks it to herself. While the green still lives, the task remains until the last world ends. The vessel holding the dragon lifts her face to the sky. She cannot see. Perhaps it's not too late. Sleep would bring healing, my nest. Fragile form trembles, but she steadies herself. When she speaks again, her voice is calm, at peace. If you release me, little human, I will sleep a long sleep. I will begin again in the next age of this world. Sleep well, Firewing, and goodbye. Gaunt woman drops to her knees, her face reflecting a series of emotions: surprise, relief, apprehension, and finally peace. Then the light exits her eyes and she falls to the floor in a tiny cell, her body limp and lifeless. For a long moment nothing happens. Then without warning, the entire chamber fills with blinding light. You can see nothing, all goes eerily quiet. And yet something just at the edge of your hearing. You think you can recognise the faint whisper of voices. They sound sad and far away. Just as you think you might discern the voices, there is a massive crash and the entire chamber starts to shake. Disorientated, you stagger for several moments, still blinded and trying to recover. You steady yourself and your senses return in time. You see the faint form of the dragon disappearing in the distance. The fire wing is gone. Head tells me we released the dragon, but I cannot help feeling that we did the right thing. I'm surprised to hear you say that. The fire wing wasn't just any dragon. She was a great dragon, Darrett, an insane great dragon. Lord knows what she's going to do now. It'll be fine. My gut tells me that she's going to disappear, find a nice cozy place to sleep off this age of the world, and then try again next time. Let's hope your gut is right. She turns to you. There's nothing more for us to do here. Let's get back home. Unlock the exit door. Set the facility to self-destruct. Press the Y key. Punch the button, alarms, accents blare, an ominous rumbling sounds and fills the air. That settles it. Come on, boss, let's get the hell out of here. Right behind you. You step out of the van, climbing down into the tunnels leading back to your safe house. Just hours ago you saved Berlin from fire and ash, from the would-be sacrifice of Dr. Adrian Ronclair. Feels strange now, returning in secret and silence. The other residents of the Cabasa go about their business. Unaware of what almost happened here tonight, it's finally over. Your team and your guys are safe once again. The team is waiting for you. When you walk in, their faces are haggard and their shoulders slumped. Was there a point to all this, Richard? We lost Paul, we lost Monica, and so many people are dead. It was just supposed to be a simple job. Remember a milk run, get into the estate, snatch some data and get home in time for worm talk on the Trid. Yeah, it wasn't a milk run, but Von Clair's plan failed because of us. That's something. I get that, Richard. I do. But that's not who I am. I'm a soldier. I take orders and I execute them. This whole thing about dragons taking over the world, the thought of them slowly hoarding everything is too big to think about. We're street level, we're in the shadows, that's it. Worrying about these sort of issues is beyond our pay grade. That's what they want. That's what they need. The corps, the dragons, the politicians, everyone. They want us to think that we can't make a difference, that They put a lot of effort into making us feel small and insignificant, but we're not. We had the power in our hands today, we had a choice and we made it, and because of that the world is different. For good or for ill. That's right, for good or for ill. We can't see the future. I don't think that anyone can, but the world is different now. And we're the ones who changed it. So we did, yeah. You know, did we win? You don't win in this business, you survive. That's all I can hope for, all you can expect. Berlin is still standing, isn't it? I'll count that as a win. You watch the team take this in. Iga nods. Her agreement. Glory staring ahead, lost in thought. Drago frowning, eyeing the floor. Blitz fiddling with his deck and pretending not to understand. Iga breaks the silence. So what now? Monica's gone, Paul's gone. Do we keep running together, or is this the end of the road? Glory steps forward. Her expression is troubled. I'm afraid that I'm out for a while at least. I have some personal business to attend to. There's a man I need to find, a vicious, repulsive monster who needs to be brought to justice. Richard knows what I'm talking about. I might be gone for a long time. For the time being, you should write me off. Maybe you'll find someone to fill my shoes, but this place is my home, and you people are my family, I promise you. When the job is done, I'll come back to the Carabas. I hope you'll still have me. If you need anything, you know where to come. Glory nods. Understood. See you around. I'll miss you, love. Be safe. Well, I'm in. I'm getting kind of old for a Shadowrunner, but I'd rather die in the shadows with you people than live. I don't know. I thought I had something going there. Whatever the point is, I'm in. That was beautiful, man. So, Richard, you're going to stick around the Cabasa and keep running the shadows with me? You've done a hell of a job. I'll be happy to follow your lead. That means picking up where Monica left off, keeping the garage safe. I'm in too. Makes sense to me. Iga looks around, realising that she's forgot Blitz. What about you, Blitz? What about me? Blitz expression. I mean, sure, whatever. I got nowhere else to go, and no one else to give a shit about me. Why not hang out with some insane dragons, assholes toting enormous machine guns, and devil dogs that hump my leg when no one's looking? Besides, could be fun, right? So count me in, I guess. Iga snorts and laughs. And back to business. Before I forget, the Turkish coffee guy sent one of his street rats over before you got here. Said he wants you to talk to you about something. Thanks. I'm gonna go see what he's offering. Glory looks at your preparations. Glory looks up from her preparations at the sound of your approach. She offers you a slight smile. Richard, you got this. You got us through this night alive. Well done. You're running off to find Harrow, I take it. That's right. He's already got enough of a head start on me, whatever he's gone off to do. It'll only get worse the longer I wait, so I'm headed after him, and I'm leaving tonight. Well, that settles it. I'll pack a bag. Where should we start looking? She smiles at you. We shouldn't. Wait, what? I'll track Harrow down. She taps herself on the chest. Myself and the spirit that bonded to me, but as for now, I can't have you coming along with me. Not this time. This is your place. You just said it yourself. You lead the team and look for guidance and leadership and employment. You're the one who puts food on their tables. You have a responsibility to them and you need to do that. Tracking down Harrow isn't going to be quick or easy. It could take years. You, my friend, are a victim of your own success. You become too important to this team and to your asset to go home. Heart of the Fristella and I share a common goal, common responsibility. We have to deal with Harrow. It is on us. Stop him, but you, Richard, your responsibilities are here, and I can't have you walk away from them. I've never been big on responsibility. The Carasser and the team will get along just fine. You're right. I'm glad that we agree. Richard, I knew that you'd choose to do the right thing. So we'll see you after you've dealt with Harrow. You can bet on it. You haven't seen the last of me. That's a promise. I can't say how long it'll be, but I will come back. And to this team, we'll be waiting. Good hunting, Glory. I should be able to dump some stuff off in here. Should I admit, you did one hell of a job back there. I couldn't have done it better myself. You've done fine, but it was my job to lead the team, so I did. That's right, that's the right attitude. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to our next run. Just do me a favour and make sure the client is properly vetted, and for the love of God, verify that the job has nothing to do with dragons. Done and done. Till next time. Well, boss, we went up against a dragon and lived. He pulls a flask from his jacket in salute. I guess that's a win in my book. Couldn't have put it better myself. So, any big plans looming on the horizon? New clients you thinking of going after? Maybe. Worry about that tomorrow. Tonight we celebrate. You're right, boss. Of course you're right. Alright, so I meant what I said earlier. From this point on, wherever this team goes, I'll follow. Wouldn't have it any other way. Hey, Chief, what the hell? That was one hell of a thing, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're staying on the team. Well, it's not like I'm doing much else. The whole meal thing still stings, Chief. It sort of took the wind out of my sails. They won't stay devoted for long, I'm sure. Maybe I could introduce you to some people and make a pretty good wingman. Well, that you should feel... Well, that's how you should feel. You nearly got a girl. Maybe, Chief, but not right now. For the time being. I think I need some time. You've done a great job all around. Thanks, Chief, you too. So the coffee shop wants to see me about something. Probably going to get shot in the head now, aren't we? Oh. What's he doing outside of his shop? That's weird. Hums tunelessly to himself while he fiddles with one of his talismans when you see him smiling broadly. Here he is, as in the clear-sighted one. To be certain, this human is to be heralded with much praise, Angelon Halfdream. Through his release of the Great Worm will have ramifications, to be sure. This day is full of portents. What do you mean by portents? The Firewing Worm is not a minor player in the Great Cycle. The effects of her release will resonate across time and space. Is that good? Angelon smiles. For some, good is a child's term in the world without connections, without nuance. Expression seconds becomes dreamy. Before the next cycle ends, the Firewing Worm will speak again. The voice of the maiden, the dancer will spin, the seal will melt, and the calm lake will burn. Angelon purses his lips, annoyed. You make it sound like a bad thing. Do not jest, Half-Dream. We must be going, and soon. Going? Where are you going? Machu Picchu. It is in South America. I have business there that has become urgent. It will not be urgent till tomorrow, Half-Dream. You have to pack up your wares. There is more to do than that. Woman, you know it. He bows to you with a flourish. Goodbye, Richard. We'll meet again. I think, though, not for a long, long time. Ah, how very prosperous it is that we may speak again, O Master of Mayhem. I have a proposal for you that could prove most lucrative for both of us. Most lucrative. Fortune will surely smile upon our blessed partnership if you will accept. I'm listening. With the passing of her at Amstel, my God bestowed his mercy upon me. You find yourself without a fixer. I wish to offer my services to you. In that regard, you will find that Altog Bazagagi is a most connected and business-savvy partner. Sounds like a match made in heaven. How do we start? I've already found a potential client, O blessed one, most prosperous one with deep pockets. He is eager to meet you. When you already take the U-Bahn to Brandenburg Tor, you will find him there. Brandenburg Tor. Got it. As soon as I finish up here, I'll go and meet him. The PDA buzzes. An incoming intercom sender unknown. Answer it. An all too familiar face appears on the screen. She's frowning, a look of incredible sorrow in her eyes. Oh, Ace, you've made a terrible, terrible mistake. Nothing should have the kind of power you were asking for. I had to do what I had to do. No, Ace, you didn't. You chose to do what you did. Just as you chose to free me. I didn't kill you before, but I'm not afraid of you. Monica knows wrestles. You really, really should. Comm cuts off, your PDA screen goes black. So we board the train. I don't think there's any more. I don't think there's more runs. Train car is empty except for the man in the immaculate tailored Italian suit. You notice him watching you for several minutes, and the train rumbles its way towards Brandenburg Tor. Finally he speaks. The stranger's words come out slowly in a deep medius tone that is easy to hear despite the noise of the train. He takes his time enunciating each word, relishing each vowel and each consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. Hello, I assume that the business with Dr. Von Clare is concluded, yes? Do I know you, friend? No, but you're about to. The man inclines his head slightly in introduction. Hans Backenhaus. I represent an interesting party, someone who wishes to know about your encounter with Dr. Von Clare. And how do you know about me? How do you know about that? My employer also wishes to hear about the Lady Firewing. Fascinating creature, so unlike her brothers and sisters. It is a relief that she is now free. Dragons are not meant for captivity, the Lady Firewing least of all. She was special in this world, I am sure you would agree. Dragons are no different from anyone else. There are those who take and those who get taken. A dragon is just another taker. Maybe, but let's face it, dragons are scary. I don't know. Dragons are dangerous. Purses his lips, considering. Just another taker, interesting. Dragons take this is undeniable, but they cannot be considered just another taker, as you put it. They are the ultimate takers. It is their reason for existing. The great dragons are very old and very powerful and very, very cunning. A cunning unknowable to you. You look at a moth and barely perceive the sentience. You glance its way, amusing as it flutters towards a bright light in the vain attempt to what? To enter, to draw strength, to burn. It doesn't know. Its epic struggle is barely 1/100th of your lifespan. Sum total of existence is nothing against the vast scale of your struggles, your hopes, your dreams, which it could not fathom in 1,000 years. Poor moth. He leans forward. You will live and die between the beats of a dragon's heart, my friend. What hope do you have of understanding them? I understand enough. The Firewing was a great dragon and she was insane. I don't need to. I have enough troubles of my own to care about. No kidding, insane dragons are even harder to understand, but I was able to get through to her for a moment at least. Bracken studied your face, were you? Were you indeed? I'm pleased to hear that, and what did you learn? The dragons aren't all alike. That is a lesson. But yes, dragons are individuals, no different from humanity in that regard, but even with their differences, Firewing stands apart. My Lady Firewing was a nurturer, a caregiver, rare among her kind. Where her brothers and sisters saw the world as a prize to be won, she saw it as a garden to be tended. Can you imagine? For world upon world, the great dragon Firewing brought wisdom and succour to countless souls, and she was loved for it, exalted, a goddess. When she awoke from her long slumber in 2012 and saw that what the world had become, what meta-humanity had done to the garden she had tended for great ages, she struck with rage, regret, frustration and anguish of a mother whose child had played with fire and burnt the house down, killing themselves in a blaze. She unleashed fire and death through her tears. And now she's free again and insane, the perfect addition to the sixth world. Seem to know a lot about Dragon's Hands. I think your employer was telling me last. I'm not sure of it. You may consider this conversation an employment interview for a very influential client, one who plays extraordinarily well. Now listen. The man removes his hand from his knee and folds them to his lap. I'll tell you all of this so that you have context, perspective. Before I ask this next question, Shadowrunner, if Dr. Von Clear's weapon had not required dragonfire, if it had been capable of destroying every dragon on Earth without touching a hair on meta-humanity's head, would you have used it? Don't think so. Who knows what would fill the power vacuum left behind? Wiping out an entire species is wrong. Monochromatical thinking, but I appreciate a career criminal's attempt at morality. Of course you feel that wiping out a species is wrong, but feeling is subtle but ingrained defense mechanism that should be terrorist. One day it may be meta-humanity poised for extermination. Well, on the business at hand, my employer wishes to secure your team for services for a series of operations that will likely require the remainder of 2054. Depends who's this mysterious who's the boss. The boss is the great dragon Lothrier. He is sometimes referred to as the Golden Worm. Perhaps you've heard of him. How much do you think I'm going to make a deal with the dragon? His eyes glint. Because you've already been working for him for some time now, mynheer. Oh, did you think Green Winters found the Harfield Manor on his own? Well, that puts a new spin on things, doesn't it? The rattle of the wheel on the track gives way to a shimmering screech. Gradually the train begins to slow. He glances up at the U-Bahn map on the wall and smiles. Ah, this is my stop coming. No way up in the dragon's pawn. Well, what do you know? Looks like this is my stop too. Train comes to a halt, door opens, Bracken stands and brushes off his Italian suit and exits without another word. As you turn to follow, your eye catches the advertisement for women talk above the subway car. Bracken's glance back at you. From the platform, the light from the car reflecting yellow in his gaze. You step out of the subway car and follow him up the stairs and into Berlin night and into the shadows. Berlin Newsfax contains just one report of a large-scale explosion in the countryside east of Berlin. An abandoned castle reportedly consumed by a massive fireball shakes the countryside, leaves a crater of 60 feet deep. Natural gas leak is suspected, and the location is soon cordoned off by unidentified corporate forces. The news eclipses when SK announces the acquisition of Ireland Space, the last remaining arm of the European space program. Plug state anarchist rule remains until 2055, when joint corporate forces, along with the support of the German government, invade the city. It's widely known that the Great Dragon Lufrier is responsible for orchestrating this action. After weeks of fighting, the surviving anarchists are forced to retreat to the eastern part of the city. Truce is signed in 2060, and Berlin is again divided by a wall. The Great Dragon Duckenzoon is elected President of the United Canadian and American States in 2057. He is promptly assassinated as he leaves an inauguration party at the Watergate Hotel while in human form. Popular opinion is another dragon responsible. Only a dragon kill a dragon. But those in the shadows hint act of a powerful blood magic is the cause. Grainy photographs of a large winged creature crossing full moon above the Harz Mountain circulate in Germany for years. Conspiracy theories take this as evidence of a new great dragon has emerged, but when no further sightings are reported, interest wanes. The name of Dr. Adrian Von Clare has since been lost to the shadows. So that's all done. So when Hong Kong comes out, we can start playing Hong Kong. And see where Hong Kong goes. What they decide to do with Hong Kong. Oh, pardon me. So many people! Oh, these are all the backers, aren't they? As far as I can tell. Just let this run through and then we'll call it a day for now, and we'll probably look at something else. I don't think there's any point in running through all this, so if we just go back, I think Okay, yeah, so we're all done. Thank you very much. Start something else later on today, I think. Or